is Nirmalendu Paul. So today I'm going to show you the Zwrap for Zbrush. So this is the coolest edition in Zbrush right now, and it's just like a hotcake. I'm just completely loving it. So I thought to make one tutorial for this thing. Maybe it could be helpful for someone. So Zwrap is a new plugin for Zbrush, and Zwrap is a plugin to allow you to automatically fit a pre-existing topology by your models. The interface is really nice. Once you install it, you can see it comes into the G plugin. So what it can do is that it actually speeds up your process of converting your characters and 3D scans into a production ready topology. So if you have a scan data, 3D scan data, or a high topology or a high dense mesh that you have sculpted for your hobby or something like that, or maybe in your free time, and then you found that okay, this character is really nice and I want to put it into your game or your in VFX production. So what you can do is that you can have your existing base mesh, and you can just transfer all the data and you can just wrap it very easily around it. And let's say for this tutorial, what I've done is that I have taken the demo head female which comes with the Zbrush, and you can just use it. Maybe you can use it your existing base mesh, and you can also have a try. So this plugin works for Zbrush 4R8, 2008 and 2018 versions. So let's see how it works actually. So what you can do is that first I will just show you that where you can get it. It's available on russian3dscanner.com/Zwrap/. So here you can try like 30 days free trial, and then afterward, if you find it really helpful, then you can go for 1 year subscription, which is $99. I purchased the license like a couple of days back. There was a discount offer which was like $40, which is really good deal. So I got the license. Let's see how it works. So what I've done is that here I have kept two subtools. So this one which is written eyes, but it's not an eyes. So this is a character that I did a couple of days back for my personal use. So I thought to use this one for this test. So let's see how it works. What I'll do is that the most important part, what I found it, your source file, or the base mesh should be on top of your scan data or the high poly mesh, and then you can select your base mesh, and here in the G plugin you can click on the start Zwrap. So as soon as you click on the start Zwrap, the Zwrap starts running, and it opens up with a new window, which is Zwrap window. What I found is that it takes a little bit time based on your high poly mesh or the 3D scan file size. If it's a really dense, then it takes a little time because I have a 2 screen here. So maybe the Zwrap data is opening on the other screen. Let me click on that. Yeah, so it is here. So we can see that 2 windows are opened. So on the left hand side it's your base mesh, and on the other side the high poly mesh or the 3D scan data maybe. So what I'll do is that here there are the 2 parts, that's select points. So you have to create some points to tell the Zwrap that these are the points that I want to match it with the target file or with the source one. So let's start with the eye here. Let me grab my pen. Okay, so the first one for the eyes, I'm using like 5 points. Then I go over here. The interface is really easy, like Zbrush. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That looks cool. So let's go over here. Let's grab the other eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe here is a 5. Then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please keep in mind that when you are putting those points, it should be same as the source with the target, so it works better and it computes perfectly. So here using 2 more points for the lips, 11. For the nostrils, what I found that if you have a hole in your character, the 3D model, the 3D character model, then you should put also 1 point so that it computes perfectly. Okay, so let's go for the ear here. So for the ear, I'm just putting maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and for this hole there is 1 more, 5. Let's go this one, and let's put the same way, the same order, 16, 17, 18. Let's grab the other ear. So here, if your character occupies the whole screen, press F. The same user interface as we use in Zbrush. So 1, 2, 3, maybe here 4. Okay, so let's go here, the same thing I'll do. So 19, 20, and then 21, and for the whole, yeah, that's 22. Okay, for I can see that there is one more. The surface is a little bit tricky, so I'll just put 1 more here and here also. Then go here, maybe 1, maybe here 1. So okay, so I think that we are almost done with that points. Maybe for lips or maybe for the nose, I want to put more, maybe 1, and then here 1, maybe 2. On the other side also the same thing, 26, 27, 27. Always keep in mind that the number of points should be equal on both sides, so it gives you a perfect calculation. One more thing that just I want to let you know is that suppose that you have created 1 point and just you want to delete it. So what you can do is that you can press Control and click on that, and it will be deleted. Okay, fine. So here one more very good option, which is that you can save your points. Maybe you click here, and I have already saved 2 in my previous one, so I just save it. On top of that, I just overwrite it. Let's say it's called base, and save it. Yes, overwrite. Also for the high poly, I just write it as a scan data. So again, I'll save it. So the next thing that I'll go for wrapping. The next option is the wrapping, which is really nice. Perfect. So we can see both have the equal points. Okay, if there is not equal point, then you will not see those points here on the base mesh. So you have to go back and you have to find out if the numbers are correct, if they are equally on the both sides, and then you come back and then you can see that both have a set points. Now here is another very cool option, is that maybe your scan data and your base mesh has a different size, different scale, and then your two files maybe have different scales. So here is like a very cool option for here that if you click on the max scale, so what it will do is that both of the size will match each other. So you can see that the base mesh has taken the shape or the scale of your scan data. Now sometimes we find it like your source file and your base mesh is not perfectly aligned. So what we can do is that we can click on the rigid alignment. So it will take the points and accordingly it will calculate the direction and the alignment and it will align with your align both of your meshes. Now this is the cool part, and just relax. You click on the start wrapping and boom. So now what will happen is that it will start calculating all those points with your source and the target, and it will start wrapping the whole thing. The coolest part is that during this process you can just you can see your character getting wrapped, and you can see it from any direction, and still you can see it on real time. So that is really cool thing. So generally it doesn't take that much of time, but it depends on your model. So I have tested this file previously, and it took me near about like 35 to 50 seconds, max to max 1 minute, not even also 1 minute. It was like 40 seconds it took me. So right now what I'll do is that I will pause the video, or maybe we can keep watching how it's getting wrapped. So we can see that it has already started taking the shape of the scan data or the high res file, and on the top of here we can see that it's wrapping division 1 of 3. So it's cool. So we can see that it's already taking shape without much spending time on this thing. Previously I used to do manually, but right now this magic tool has come and life has become so easy and really helpful. So what you can do is that if you have the base mesh and the base mesh has already the existing skin and rig implemented into that, you can keep the file and you can make a lot of variations based on that. Maybe you have 4 scan data of different characters and you want to use the same base mesh for the 4 different scan data. Through this thing you can do without affecting your skin or rig. You can use the same animations in your game, and it will be a super fun. So also for the blend shapes, you can do the same thing. For the blend shapes, if you have like different expressions, you can use this method, and you'll have a different blend shapes. Excuse me. If you will have a different kind of blend shapes mesh, and you can just directly export it from there. You can save it into the layers and Zbrush layers, and you can export those blend shapes into Maya, and then you can use it for your facial animations or facial morphing, so morph targets. So that's a really cool part, and I think that Zwrap has made a lot of things easier right now. A lot of possibilities are there, lot of new things that coming into mind, and we can just try. Maybe we can set up our own 2 or 3 camera setup, scanning setup at our home, or maybe in the garage, or we can just give a try and do some R&Ds for our portfolios, for our own learning purpose. So even also for the production, we can use it very well. So this is a life-changing. I'm like it's a game-changing. Sorry, excuse me. It's a game-changing for me. So it's almost done. I think it's already 35 seconds or 40 seconds already passed, and it's almost done. There's only this much. So it's cool. It's cool. One more thing I just want to add it here is that uh, the more points you will add to your mesh, the more accurate wrapping will be done. Maybe that can vary a little bit time of wrapping process, but it will give a proper perfect output or result. Well, we are done with the wrapping process, and let's see how it has come. So you can just click on done. So once you click on the done, it is okay. So just saving the project. Okay, so here if I click F, then I can see my base mesh has wrapped with my scan file or my high-res file very perfectly. And now let's go with the solo mode, and you can see that's really nice. The result is really nice. So if you have a texture data with a scan file, you can bake that, and because you have already, because if you are using a single character for all the wrapping purpose, you have a already existing UV map, so that you can bake all those textures from the high poly to this base mesh. So this is the texture that I have done. Let's see, this is the flat screen, flat color material, and you can see the textures that I did. And just if I want to project those textures as well, we can do it with here. It's called project all. We just have to switch on the RGB mode of the Z add and go on highest update and then start projecting this thing. I hope guys this was helpful to you. Please keep watching, and if you like, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any queries or any questions or any